In the sequence of series of stories of super hit films shown on Khabar Tak, the new link of a story that I have brought before you today is the story of film Namak Halal. This film was released on the silver screen in 1982 and this was directed by Prakash Mehra. The lead role of this film were played by Amitabh Bachchan and Shashi Kapoor. In the role of villain, there were Ranjit and Satyan Kappu, whereas Wahida Rahman, Smita Patil, Parveen Bobby, and Om Prakash played character role in this film. This film had many funny and forceful dialogues, a few of which I repeat for you. I can leave behind the English in speaking. I can talk English. I can walk English. I can laugh English because English is a funny language. ऐसे दुष्टों को तो हलाल कर उसके ही नमक में गाड़ देना चाहिए. To such a devil, they should be killed and buried in the salt of he himself. Besides the dialogues, the film is full of beautiful dance scene and melodious song. The music director of this film was Bappi Lahiri, and the voiceover on the song were given by Kishore Kumar, Lata Mangeshkar, and Asa Bhonsle. A few first line of such a song I am humming for you. जवान जान मन हसीन दिल रुबा मिले जो दिल जवां निसार हो गया शिकार खुद यहाँ शिकार हो गया ये क्या जुल्म हुआ ये क्या सितम हुआ ये जाने कब हुआ न जाने वो न जानू मैं ओह हो जवान जान मन हसीन दिल रुबा रात बाकी बात बाकी होना है जो हो जाने दो सोचो ना देखो तो देखो हाँ प्यार से रात बाकी बात बाकी आज रपट जाए तो हमें न उठाइयो हमें जो उठाइयो तो खुद ही रपट जाइयो खुद ही फिसल जाइयो आज रपट जाए तो हमें न उठाइयो थोड़ी सी जो पीली है चोरी तो नहीं की है और आनो जवालो कोई हमको रोको कोई तो संभालो कहीं हम गिर न पड़े थोड़ी सी जो पीली है चोरी तो नहीं की है बुजुर्गों ने फरमाया कि पैरों पे अपने खड़े होके दिखलाओ फिर जमाना तुम्हारा है जमाने के सुरताल के साथ चलते चले जाओ फिर हर तराना तुम्हारा बसाना तुम्हारा है तो लो भैया हम अपने पैरों के ऊपर खड़े हो गए और मिला ली है ताल दबा लेगा दांतों तले उंगलियां लिया जहां देख के अपनी चाल की पग घुंघरू बांध मीरा नाची थी और हम नाचे बिन घुंघरू के, कि पग घुंघरू बांध मीरा नाची थी। वो तीर भला किस काम का है, जो तीर निशाने से चूके चूके रे, कि पग घुंघरू बांध मीरा नाची थी। Now listen to the entire story of film Namak Halal, that is Faithful, the story of which revolves around a woman who sacrificed his own son to nurture the son of his husband's master in order to fulfill the vow given to. The story of the film Namak Halal, that is Faithful, begins with Savitri, played by Wahida Rahman, approaching her husband Bhim Singh, played by Suresh Oberoi, with bandage on his head and hands. Seeing this, Savitri gets angry at him and says that today again you have returned home injured. Why don't you leave this job, where the threat of death looms over your head from moment to moment? Bhim Singh tells his wife Savitri how leave this job. Don't you remember that the same Seth Sanyal Sahab, played by Kamal Kapoor, had spent lakhs of rupees to save our son Arjun when he was seriously ill and there was no chance of his survival, by calling a doctor from America and getting him treated. It is because of this act of his generosity that we have our son alive today. Can such a man be left in the middle even at this time when he needs me the most? At present, both husband and wife were talking that just then Sanyal Sahib comes there with a lawyer. They came there here and tell Bhim Singh that today we have taken a new decision, that is till the time our son Raja, played by Sasi Kapoor, does not grow up, your wife Savitri will be the trustee of my property. During this time, my son Raja will be staying with a friend of mine in London. When Savitri questions Sanyal Sahib about this act of generosity, he says that there is no certainty of his life. Promise me that you will bring up my son Raja as your own son, and then Raja also considers you to be his mother. Right now, these peoples are talking. Then the goon sent by Sanyal Sahab's step-brother Girdhar, played by Satyan Kapoor, comes there and kills both Bhim Singh and Sanyal Sahab by firing from a rifle. Dying, Bhim Singh takes a promise from his wife that she will send his son Arjun, played by Amitabh Bachchan, to his grandfather Dasrath Singh, played by Om Prakash, and take responsibility for the Raja's safety. Savitri then sends her son Arjun to his grandfather Dasrath Singh and takes care of Raja herself. Meanwhile, the criminals also set her house on fire when Savitri goes from here to her father-in-law Dasrath Singh and wants to meet her son Arjun. Dasrath Singh refuses to let her meet him, accusing her of killing both her husband and her master for money. However, he takes a promise from Savitri that she will never tell Arjun that she is his mother. One day, Mehta, a worker of late Sanyal Babu, comes and tells Savitri that Girdhar has died in a plane crash, so now there is no danger to Raja here. So she could call him here from England, but Savitri clearly tells him that he will stay in England until he grew up reading and writing. On the other hand, Arjun grows up in the love of his grandfather Dasarath Singh, but he does not become very clever and remains a simple person. Even in youth, the way the youth dreams of loving and doing something big and making a name, Arjun has dreamed of living with his grandfather. Arjun, instead, Dadu, seeing these conditions of his grandson Arjun, goes to his friend and asks him to convince Arjun to this, he says that his son Bhairo lives in Bombay city. I tell him he will look for a suitable job for your grandson and then you send him there. While these two were talking about this, Arjun was secretly listening to both of them. In such a situation. As soon as the Dhu comes home, he starts insisting him not to go to the city. On this, his grandfather said that, "What is my place now? Don't you know when the call will come from above?" On this, Arjun says that he should not talk about the invitation, and even if the invitation comes, I will go there. Grandfather of Arjun is very upset about this. Then Arjun says that it is all right, you do not speak of call from the above. I will also go to the city and saw you standing on my foot there. As a trustee of Sanyal, Babu Savitri runs Hotel Sanyal in Bombay. Ranjit Singh plays the role of the manager. One day, Ranjit's father Girdhar comes to Ranjit in Mumbai and tells him that he did not die in the plane crash as he had given the ticket to another needy person and was left alone. In such a situation, in that plane crash, the person to whom it had given the ticket was killed, but the whole world considers it did because the ticket was in his name. Then he tells his son Ranjit that lady whom you think is the mistress of Hotel Sanyal is not your mistress. He then tells him the whole story of her becoming a trustee. He tells Ranjit that Sanyal, who has a huge property in Mumbai, New York, London, and many big cities of the world, and the property of which Savitri is the trustee is actually his property because the property is the property of his step uncle Sanyal. He then reveals that he had attempted to murder his step-brother Sanyal and his son Raja to get this property. In this, Sanyal and Savitri's husband Bhim Singh was killed, but his son Raja survived, who has been sent abroad by Savitri. In such a case, prior to Raja, the real heir of this property comes here and takes care of all the property in his hands. You should get him killed. After that, taking Savitri in his control, he gradually took all the property with him. On this, Ranjit tells his father Girdhar that you go to see what miracle I do and how I kill Raja. Savitri comes to the school in Bombay to distribute sweets on the occasion of her son's birthday. That is when her son Arjun, whom she no longer recognizes and who has come to Bombay in search of work, meets her and asks for an address. After telling the address, Savitri gives him a laddu to eat. He asks what happiness is in the distribution of laddu. Then Savitri says that this laddu is to celebrate the happiness of her son's birthday. At this, he says that consider me also as her son, and then he goes to his village friend Bhairo. Bhairo is surprised to see him. Then he says that it is okay if you have already come, then I will arrange a job for you in the hotel. He brings him in search of work at Hotel Sanyal, which is run by Savitri. Ranjit is the manager. Arjun lives here in a completely rustic style. Suddenly, in a singing program here, the singer who has supposed to give the program gets drunk and presents Arjun's name as the singer. Arjun then sings a song to the delight of all present. That's how he meets Poonam. Then both love each other. Bhairo, Arjun's village friend, takes him to the hotel manager Ranjit and gets him a job there. Speaking fluently in both Hindi and English, Ranjit gives Poonam the responsibility of training him how to work in the hotel. In this sequence, he wins Poonam's heart with his simple and rustic behavior, along with taking special care of all the rooms. Poonam tells him that this is a special room in which the owner of this hotel, Raja, comes and stays. but he is not in London here at this moment. He is at London that time. Then Arjun says something to the picture of Raja. Raja is preparing for ice skating in London. He tells his father's friend who lives nearby that this time too he will be the winner in this game, and then puts the trophy at his mother's feet. Ranjit makes a deal with the father's friend of Raja to kill him. Ranjit's father Girdhar comes to meet him, and when Ranjit tells him that I have done such a trick, that Raja, who lives in London under the protection of his father's friend, has decided to kill Raja, and after the death of Raja, Savitri will die on shock. On this, Girdhar praises him by telling him to be faster and smarter than himself. In the greed of money, while skating, the friend of his father wants to kill him with a gun hiding. But when he does not succeed for a long time, his goons who are participating in the skating competition with Raja attack him. Raja forces them all to flee. In such a situation, when he is beating a goon, the bullet fired by his father's friend hits him. When Raja returns home, his father's friend asks Raja about the killing attempt on him so as to know if Raja suspects on him or not. Then Raja gives him a letter from his pocket. Reading this letter, he becomes sad and tells him that Savitri, whom he considers to be his mother, is in fact not his mother but his servant. So she wants to kill you and grab your property. Knowing this, Raja gets very upset and leaves for Bombay to take revenge from Savitri for this attack on him. Savitri is very happy to know that Raja has come to India, but Raja keeps talking sarcastically to her, which raises many kinds of doubts in Arjun's mind. However, he manages to win the support of Raja. When Arjun questions Savitri about the relationship between the mother and son, Savitri does not tell him anything. The cake ordered by manager Ranjit on the occasion of Raja's birthday contained poison. This was revealed when the dog of a guest at the party ate that lost his life. After this, Raja scolded the manager for this and then left the place, saying that he would have a party in his room. Despite everyone's departure, Savitri remained standing there. Then Arjun told him that your enemies had made a good ploy to kill Raja and defame you. But as long as the upper one is gracious and the lower one your this faithful servant, till then nothing will happen to you. Then Savitri clings to him and starts crying and says that she does not know why this is happening here and why Raja is behaving like this with her. At the same time, a girl comes there and starts listening to both of them, which makes Arjun a little suspicious of her, and he goes to her and asks her to give him the money given her for this work. Just then Raja comes there and the girl complains to him about Arjun. Then Raja slaps Arjun with a strong slap and says that you misbehaves with this girl. Before Raja could raise his other hand, Arjun took hold of his hand and said, if I want to break your hand, I can do right now, but the salt you do not understand has forced me not to do so. Arjun then makes the girl hang upside down, catching her feet, causing the rupees hidden inside the cloths to fall down, which he shows to Raja as a proof. After this, Arjun starts leaving from there, so Raja asks him, where are you going? Then Arjun says that in such a big world, he is worthy to go anywhere and works. He does not like this life to be insulted. On this, Raja says that the situation has become like this. On this, Arjun tells Raja that he is not able to give respect even to his mother. Then Raja says that he does not have a mother. She has only brought him up. On this, Arjun rebuffs Raja by saying that even Lord Krishna was brought up only by Yashoda, but she gets more importance than Devaki, who had given birth to Lord Krishna. Then Raja tells him that he is not a servant but a friend, and that there is a crisis on him from moment to moment. Then Arjun stops there, saying that he will not go anywhere from here until he catches the conspirator. After this, when he goes to Poonam's room, Poonam looks ready to go to her house at that time. On this, he talks to Poonam to leave her till home, but Poonam gives him a blunt answer that today, if she has forgotten the address of her house, or he has to know the address of his house, which talks about her reaching home. She then leaves, saying that someone is waiting for her outside. As soon as she gets down near her house, the person who used to harass her while staying in room number 666 forcibly takes her in a car with him and starts leaving. His brother is unable to save her as he is blind, but by then Arjun reaches there and beats him up severely. Then when Poonam goes inside to make tea, leaving him with her brother, Arjun leaves from there. After the entire attempt of Ranjit to kill Raja and defame Savitri, Girdhar comes to Ranjit and tells him a new plan to kill Raja. Under this plan, a dancing girl played by Parveen Bobby has to kill Raja by giving him poison mixed in alcohol while dancing. But when the girl Nisa comes to him in the hotel, Raja does not go to meet her despite Ranjit saying repeatedly. Then, in the name of completing the formality, he sends a bucket of flour to her with Arjuna. At first, the girl does not want to take the bucket because he has sent it with his servants, but when she is convinced that the servant is worthy of his trust and useful, she sends him a cactus tree and a letter after taking the bucket, in which she writes that you gave me what you had and I gave you what I have. In this way, she gives a signal to Raja. However, Raja does not understand this sign, but Arjuna understands the sign very well. And when Raja goes to her music program, whenever there is an attempt to give liquor to Raja, then Arjuna turns him away from before. But once he succeeds in giving liquor to Raja, Arjuna then takes the cup of wine from Raja and throws it away. After this, when Raja meets Nisa, the girl, and thanks her after the song is over, she retorts that he will not thank him in return because she sings really well and dances well. Then finally, when she leaves, saying that she is not used to being with anyone, she is used to being alone. When Raja tells her that there will be no good night or Thanksgiving, she says that this night is auspicious or not is not known. Arjun is listening to all these things from behind, and then he takes Raja from here and keeps a watch on Nisa. Meanwhile, his grandfather comes to stay in hotel and books a room in the hotel. However, seeing him, Arjun touches his feet and starts showering his love on him, but he says that he is not Daddu, but he is foreign guest. Then when Arjun goes to his room to deliver the goods, he talks about sending a girl. At this, Arjun gets angry and goes away from there, that you are not ashamed that you talk to a boy of your grandson's age like this. After this, at 3 a.m. in the night, Arjun opens his door and says that you cannot be my Daddu. He then threatens receptionist Poonam to complain to the manager. Poonam goes and makes him understand that Arjun is a good boy. Then he wants to know if she loves Arjun. When he is satisfied that she loves Arjun and is a virtuous girl, he tells Poonam that the purpose for which I came here has successful. Then he goes in search of Arjun. When the staff tells him that today is his birth anniversary, then he says, how can it be his birth and today? He then goes to staff quarters mentioned by the guard. So it is known that Arjun is surrounded by girls there and asked to arrange liquor, etc. to celebrate his birthday. When the girls talk about marrying him, he says that let Daddu die first. Daddu gets upset when he hears this. When on celebrating Arjun's birthday, Poonam comes to present him a bucket of flowers. She sees Arjun dancing with drunk girls. Angered by this, offers bucket and returns hurriedly back to her room and sits sad. Seeing Poonam angry, Arjun's grandfather comes to her and consoles her that Arjun is actually doing all this to tease him. Meanwhile, Arjun also comes there and everyone reconciles. Meanwhile, Nisa is threatened to take Raja's life by giving a secret message. When Nisa refuses to take Raja's life, the goons bring her mother, whom he had taken hostage, and back to a secret hideout. Then there is a woman's voice echoing there that her mother will be killed soon if she does not start plotting to kill Raja. After this, Nisa organizes a party at Sheep on and invites Raja there. But here Arjun comes with a bucket on behalf of Raja. Seeing this, Nisa gets angry and asks Arjun what Raja understands himself. Just then Raja comes there saying that it is so that you call and I do not come. Can it happen anywhere? Meanwhile, while singing the song, Nisa tells a lot of things about the conspiracy going on there, that anything untoward can happen to him. In this sequence, seeing the activities of there, both Raja and Arjun get suspicious, anticipating evil. Arjun leaves, telling Raja that he goes upstairs and studies the suspicious circumstances, but as soon as he goes up, he falls into a tunnel and falls down into a big pond built below. Here the goons want to snatch him like a crocodile and takes his life, but it is crowded by the goons alone. As soon as Arjun leaves the place, many goons attack Raja. Raja fights and eliminates all the goons. Then Arjun comes there with a goon on his shoulder and says that these people had made all the preparation to kill you, but I reached there. But when Arjuna goes to him to ask as to who had plotted the murder, he finds that he has already died. Seeing this, Raja asks Nisa to tell the name of the conspirator's master, and in case of not telling, ask her to commit suicide by shooting herself with his pistol. He threatens Nisa that if she does not do so, he will shoot her dead with his pistol. To this, Nisa says that she has no idea about the identity of a conspirator. He is involved in this conspiracy only because her mother has been taken hostage by them, and if I do not join the conspiracy, they will kill her. In such a situation, she is forced to listen to a woman's voice and act according to her. Hearing the woman's instructions, Raja shows Arjuna the letter sent in Savitri's name, seeing which Arjun does not immediately say anything to him, but he makes up his mind to know the right things by monitoring Savitri's activity. Meanwhile, when Savitri comes to the door of the hotel, she sees Girdhar living in a car. On seeing him, she asks Mehta about Girdhar and how he escaped death. Then Raja arrived while linking Savitri's word to Mehta about Girdhar to attack on him. He considers Savitri to be the conspirator of the attack on him and starts calling her very bad. Savitri patiently listens to everything, but when Raja tells her about the adulteress and greedy of her properties, she burns into tears. When Raja starts making various allegations against Savitri, then Arjuna also comes there and listens to all the things Savitri says, that she sacrificed everything for his family, sacrificed even her own son, and took so many risks to save the life of Raja, and then she got only blame and insult. Despite this, she talks about Raja's well-being and says that all this hotel and property is yours. I am a born servant and I will continue to work elsewhere. Then the Raja leaves, saying that I do not want such property which becomes the enemy of my life. I will sell all these properties. After Raja leaves, Arjun comes in front of Savitri. Savitri then asks him to stop Raja from selling the property, because if Raja sells the property, she would not be able to keep her promise to her husband. Arjun then promises her that he will not allow Raja to sell the property. Then, as many customers as he comes to buy that hotel, someone drives him away by doing some strange act on some pretext. Arjun then comes to Daddu and asks about his mother and angers him for lying that he had his mother no more that time. Today his mother was not able to tell her son's name of Raja, as you had taken a vow from her not to tell anyone the name or identity of her son, and kept listening to everything under the compulsion. After this, Arjun comes to Poonam with the letter given to him by Raja and asks her to identifying the handwriting. On this, Poonam tells about matching the handwriting with that of manager of the hotel, Ranjit. Then Arjun goes to the manager's chairs in hotel, and when the manager of the hotel, Ranjit, comes there, Arjun addresses him as Jalim Singh. He then talks him into making a deal to kill Raja so that the two can split the property 50-50. When the manager of the hotel, Ranjit, tells Arjun to discuss his plan to kill Raja and divide his property, he records it and tells Raja. When Raja asks, Arjun tells him this is to be his voice. On this, Raja started beating him. Angered by this, he grabs the Raja's hand and says that now this master-servant relationship is over. So far you have seen my faithfulness, now you will also see my betrayal. Meanwhile, Savitri comes there and slaps Arjun for threatening Raja. Savitri prays to God for Raja's well-being and curses her own misfortune. At the same time, Daddu comes there and apologizes to Savitri for never being able to meet her son because of her promise, and then he introduces her to Arjun. Meanwhile, Ranjit provokes Raja by telling him that Savitri and Arjun Singh are trying to kill him and grab all his property. Ranjit tells Raja that both Arjun and Savitri are mother and son, and together they are attacking him to grab the property. After this, when Raja is sitting in his room, his employee Mehta comes there and says that his mother Savitri is missing for 2 days. Raja asks him to go to the police station and file a report. Then he says that he will write the report, but before that you keep this testament with you. It was given to me by Savitri 15 years ago, saying that if anything happens to her, I should give this paper to Raja, because in this testament I have made this property in his name. On learning that Savitri had transferred the property to him 15 years ago, Raja opens his eyes and reports the disappearance of his mother Savitri to the police. After instigating Raja against Savitri and Arjun Singh, the hotel manager Ranjit comes to Poonam and tries to misbehave with her, asking her, "Where is Arjun? Why is he not coming to save you?" By then Arjun comes there. Seeing Arjun in front of him, Ranjit shoots him. Arjun falls as soon as the bullet hits him. But the next moment he gets up and snatches Ranjit's pistol. from him and puts it in his template, saying that I suspected that you could do anything wrong, so I have already arranged it. You tell me that it is not your business to do so much trick to kill Raja. Who is the mastermind behind you? He says his father's name. Arjun then takes him to his father Girdhar's hideout. Before coming from there, Arjun tells Poonam to tell everything to Raja. Girdhar tells Arjun that you are as stupid as your father Bhim Singh. He came to my place on his own. Now, first of all, you give your pistol in the hand of my son, saying so. Girdhar shows him his grandfather Savitri. Already in his group, his mother Savitri, Raja, Defiance, Nisa, and his mother, his childhood friend Bhairu, tied to a rope and held at gunpoint by its goon. Then Arjun says, gives the pistol to Ranjit. After this, Girdhar gives a document to Arjun and asks him to go and get it signed by the Raja. In this document, it is written to transfer all the property of Raja in the name of Girdhar. Thou, Savitri, forbids Arjun from doing so. Arjun takes the paper from Girdhar and starts going to get signed by Raja. Girdhar tells Arjun that my son will also go with you. You get it signed, the paper, and he will kill him. Arjun comes to Raja with the paper for the signature. Poonam had told him everything, so he signs it. Ranjit then takes the paper and fires at Raja. Raja falls there. After this, Ranjit also targets Arjun. Then Arjun snatches the pistol from him, puts it on his template, and brings him to his father's base. Arjun comes here and tells Girdhar that this spoiled son of yours wanted to shoot at me too after Raja. So I have put the pistol on his template. Now releases all the men you have taken hostage of me before. Then I will remove the pistol from his template. After this, it is decided between the two that as soon as the bond of the hostage will be released, Arjun will give the pistol to Ranjit. After this, at the behest of Girdhar, all the hostages are released, but as soon as Ranjit gets the pistol again, he takes Arjun at gunpoint, talking about killing him, but when Girdhar looks at the paper, he finds it unsigned. Then Girdhar tells Arjun that it does not have the signature of Raja. Then Arjun says that he had signed it in front of your son Ranjit. By then Raja comes there with a pistol in his hand. Girdhar is surprised to see Raja alive. Then I ask how he survived. Then Arjun says that the ink of your pen was also fake and the bullet was also fake. So Raja was saved. After this, Raja takes Girdhar at the point of his revolver and talks about letting all his companions go from there. But then suddenly Girdhar's goon attacks Raja, causing his pistol to fall from his hand. Then there were fires fighting between Girdhar, his son, and his goons, and Raja, Arjun, and his men. Meanwhile, Ranjit puts a knife on Poonam's throat and asks everyone to surrender. Everyone has to do that. Ranjit then takes Raja and the paper on which Raja have to sign, handcuff him to a truck so that he can make Raja sign the paper, and then takes Raja's life. Ranjit had just gone a short distance with Raja when he saw Arjun sitting on a chair above his father Girdhar, who could take his father's life at any moment with a knife in his hand. As soon as the truck stops, Girdhar, at the behest of Arjun, asks Ranjit to get off Raja. After Raja gets down from the truck, Arjun asks Ranjit also to get down from the truck. After Ranjit comes down from the truck, Arjun asks Raja to tie both Girdhar and Ranjit to different ends of the same handcuffs. After Raja does this, Arjun tells them that it is night and it is forest area There is also lion there that can eat both of you, and there is also a police station 2 miles away. When both of you can save your life until the court pronounces sentences for their crime, then Raja said to both of them, I would like the lion to come and eat you both before you reach the police station. He then accompanies Arjun back to the hideout of Girdhar, where Daddu and Savitri gets Nisha married to Raja and Arjun married to Poonam. Then they all return to the village. With this scene, the story of the film Namak Halal, that is Faithful, ends here.